Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Gloomhaven, the Guildmaster Campaign. Today's episode, we are going to tackle the Summoner's first personal quest, which means we'll be facing those dreaded wind demons, along with fire demons. These can be a pretty difficult pair because fire demons have some pretty nasty ranged retaliation. As you can see here, it says retaliate innate 2, but it is at a range, and I believe it's at a range of 2. So even if you want to do a ranged attack, you are going to have to be further away than just 2 hexes away. But it does look like that their normal flame demons don't come with that innate ability. And then, of course, the wind demons we saw the last time. And they are all flying as well, so we can't use things like traps or... and they ignore obstacles. And I believe, yeah, they're actually all ranged attack as well. So, alright, that is what we're going to tackle. First, we have to level up the summoner. Level 4, great. So, first option is Living Mountain. Summon a rock colossus. This one is a health of 7, 1 movement, an attack of 3, and that's it. Well, I guess it's bringing in earth. So this one would be a good card if you're going to take... Where is it? There it is, Earth and Steed. If we have Earth and Steed, then this is a really good pair for that, because then you're going to be able to give your summons extra movement, or you, if you want to, reading on any of your move actions or the move actions of an ally you have summoned. So not just all summoned allies, your summon allies, where you have, or you may consume Earth to add +2 move and then gain 1 point. Okay, but that's pretty good, particularly for the Living Mountain, where that's pretty important. He has a movement of 1. He does hit pretty hard and has a lot of health. So if we have Earth and Steed going at the same time, then we'd be able to have him move +2. So it would be a move of 3 and then attack of 3. That's a pretty strong combination. Let's check out the other... And the bottom action was, I think, move 2 and loot, which is pretty interesting. Divided Mind for the other option. 2 summoned allies within range 2 perform move +0 with you controlling the actions as the top action. So you can move and then have 2 of your summons, or 2 summoned allies. Again, it doesn't have to be you. We've proved that the bear from the Beast Tyrant is a summoned ally. So you can move and then move 2 summons with you. Pretty cool. The bottom action, 2 summoned allies within range 2 perform attack +0 with you controlling the actions. Again, this allows her to kind of take a top action. Perhaps it's a, something like Mighty Bond, and then she can have something, 2 of her summons attack again. I keep saying her summons, but that's not true. We can also bring in Wild Animation, the Thorn Shooter, and then have that being one of the 2 that attack. So we can, at this point, have, let's say, summon 2 Shadow Wolves. As long as they're in melee range, they can attack immediately with this card. And I want to say that I took that card before. So this is an interesting, a tough choice here, because I've already shown how Living Mountain is good with Earth and Steed, and I've already taken Earth and Steed. So is it a good idea to bring in Earth and Steed? The problem with this, of course, is that, well, we'd be losing a move 5 by playing that. And we'd have to keep the living mount or the rock colossus alive for a long period of time. We don't want it to, you know, put it out, takes loads of damage, and then dies. Now we've lost the whole reason for Earth and Steed. Because we won't be able to gain or infuse Earth very frequently. I believe the only other way to do it is with, where is it? There it is. Forged Ferocity, where we shield. So it would be very less frequent ability that would be able to use. Of course, we can get this card back with Unending Dominance. We could just get it back and then continue to use it at a later time. But you know what? And the move 2 with loot is actually kind of cool. But I mean, we could use it. All right, I'm taking it. I think I'm going to take Living Mountain and leave Divided Mind out. This is really tough. But I'm going to do it because I've already found the... Since I've taken Earth and Steed, I think it's going to be pretty great to have this. And I can just bring it in basically at the end. We can use the cards, go through them quite a bit. When we're opening up that last door, we can summon in Living Mountain, have Earth and Steed ready. Perhaps even use Earth and Steed. And this combination a couple times before. We'll play around with it. Now this means I need to get rid of a card for her. It's getting harder and harder though, isn't it? It's probably gonna have to be one of these two. And honestly, I'm thinking it's going to be... Well, it has a loot, so we'll drop Bounded Might. We'll keep Mighty Bond instead. We'll grab Living Mountain. All right, let's see what the modifier is going to be. We can continue with Focus. Recover actually, so when I look at Recover, I always think about the Summoner. And I don't think about the summons. So the summons could be pulling these heal 1 cards and not her. We don't have to think about her with these rolling modifiers like this. I guess this is the only one like it. So in this case, these are going to be helpful for healing our summons. The summoners summons when they're drawing from this modifier deck. And in that way, you know, they're going to stay alive a little bit longer, removing poison. Healing 1 is a really strong... It's much stronger than you might think, particularly for summons. So heal 1 can remove poison. It can remove the wound plus heal 1, and healing 1 on something that only has like 2, 3, 4, 5 health is not a small fraction. So I think I'm going to take it, knowing that we're going to be sending out more melee ranged summons. So, okay. We will do it this way. Everything else looks good, except I do want to pop into the merchant. We're going to purchase up the studded leather by item. And this is going right on to our Quartermaster. This will at least be useful until... Yeah, until he can pick up Extreme Fortitude, and then maybe we'll pass it on to somebody else. Yeah. So for now, it's pretty helpful. It's not adding any -1 attack modifiers. It does give a shield 1, and they attack at disadvantage, so it's a pretty powerful combination. Alright, let's jump into this scenario. I did look at the Enchantress, and I didn't really see anything in particular that I would like, except for maybe giving the commands a little bit more oomph, right? So this one would be a good one, but I think I want to do something like poison or wound. Wound would be a good one to add on top of maul. And it is a bear, right? So I feel like an attack of 4 is going to wound most enemies, but it would help out with shielded enemies as well. So I believe it's 75. Let's just see here. Maul. Yes. So wound is 75. We could do a plus attack for now. Because we can remove these, we can just play around with them as well. So I think I'll do this for now. And it increases the price by 75 because there's already an enhancement there. But 150, that's still pretty worth it. We might switch this out after, take off the +1 attack, and just put a wound after this fight, if I remember. But I think that's still a pretty good enhancement for the Beast Tyrant. Alright. Oops. Let's head in. Another encounter. Okay. At the crossroads, you see an ornate wooden shrine with a slot for passing travelers to make offerings of gold in the hope of receiving a blessing. So we can make a small offering, which probably we wouldn't see too many good things coming from it. I don't think we're going to smash the shrine and take the gold. We're not necessarily a nefarious group of mercenaries. Let's just do this. It's 5 gold. I'm pretty sure that the reasonable or large offering is going to give you some pretty good things. Maybe nothing comes from this, but let's check. You put a meager amount of coins into the slot and wait, but nothing happens. Continue down the road, wondering whether you might have been rewarded. Whether you might have been rewarded had you been more generous, yeah. So we lost some money. That's fine. The gods should still be happy about that, but... The summoner has led you to the main path outside Wayward. It's much more uneventful than you remember it. Only a strong wind flowing through the undergrowth makes any sound or movement. Wayward itself is a rich, dynamic, and multicultural community, but the summoner soon directs you off of the main route toward it, onto a more boring dirt path you didn't recognize. Not that you would, all the undergrowth looks unsettlingly similar. The summoner stops, causing the rest of your party to almost trip up behind her. She taps her staff down on the dirt. Apparently satisfied, she crouches and takes a fistful of grass. Pulling it up, she reveals a concealed trapdoor. You gather around, and inside you are greeted by a dimly lit dungeon. Various undead, some still moving, lay twisted inside the jaws of traps. Once you enter, the trap door collapses under a landslide of dirt. You'll have to find another way out. Right. So, help the summoner discover what is interfering with your plane. Reach dungeon exit with 3 mercenaries to win, lose if the summoner is exhausted. We should be pretty fine because we have the bear and we have some summons that will basically just be able to, keep the enemies occupied while we sneak on through. We don't have a whole lot of jump, which is a problem. And we don't actually have this. Do we want any of these? I do want this one, Borrowed Essence. So let's find a way to bring that in Relentless ally is a lot of movement to kind of lose. Disorienting Roar. You know, we're going to drop Disorienting Roar and bring in Borrowed Essence. That might be a mistake because it is a very fast initiative. Well, relatively fast initiative at 17. Ooh, actually, this could be really, really important for this. I can't do that. Okay, we're going to drop Spirit Swap instead. This time, we'll be able to swap the positions of any two characters. So we could swap something like the Summoner, who's very far behind, and just bring her all the way to the front with one of the enemies and just throw the enemy at the beginning of the map. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's going to be something that we'll be able to do here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This sounds great. Everybody else has cards. That's wonderful. Let's go in. You'd think we would have found every creepy fire demon infested dungeon in Gloomhaven by now, right? And perhaps... Whoa! Especially ones with collapsing entrances. Find a new exit, and watch out for those traps. It looks like they were meant to keep something inside. Okay. So we do have some traps here. 1, 2, 3. We can press tab to look at them. We can press F2. Tab still kind of works a little bit. We can still see them being lit up here. Okay. So, these are both normals. So we'll be able to take them out pretty... I mean, I don't want to say take them out pretty easily, but we can throw down the... what are they? Living Night, there it is. I was going to say, I know I brought them, but throw down the 2 Shadow Wolves and just let them go to town on them. We don't really have to worry too much about them, and then we can just be on our way. Let's take a look at this map here. We have a long hallway, and then the room that we need to leave, this is the exit tile, and these are the exit spaces that we need all 3 of our guys to exit on. How are we going to do this? I assume that it's not going to be just a lot of enemies. What we're probably going to see is, like, if we use this as a guess, there's 2 here. Maybe there's going to be 2 or 3 here, 2 or 3 here. This looks like another small... Yeah, from here to here, because this is usually 1. So maybe this is 1. So that makes... It's really hard to see. I guess this is 1 tile, this is another tile, and that's another tile. So what we should do here is really have her start up here. We can drop those 2 wolves right there. We could do it late. And I mean, she can even take some damage from them. It's probably not going to be too much, and it's not going to stun her, and disarming doesn't matter, things like that. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll just have her go late, then we're going to send you 2 just right into here. The bear's probably going to be a problem. So I think what we're going to have to do is have the Beast Tyrant start over here, drop the bear there. Then the bear's gonna move up and attack, but then we can have it move like 5. I guess we won't be able to move, like, to open the door with the bear, though. Actually, you know what? That's a good question. And we can, I guess we could probably try that out. So we have a move 5 there, and then a move 5 here. Yeah, so we won't be able to move 5 and then move 5. Alright, well, anyway, I think that's enough discussion. Let me look through the cards for round 1. And first up for round 1 is the Beast Tyrant. That means we're going to have to place our bear in a, I guess, here or here. Probably here so that it can move. There is no retaliation yet. It's only going to be the elite flame demons. So we don't have to worry about that. It's probably not going to do anything. But 47 for a move 5 and then concentrated rage so that we can 1, 2, 3, 4 make sure that one of them does not attack again. Yeah, so probably this one. Right. And somebody, I believe Ortsakmus somebody had talked about concentrated rage is good to use if there's a lot of shield. Before your bear acts, you may forego the top to add your top action of your turn to add +3 attack to all your bear's attacks this round, which is really strong on things like this. But it would have an attack and then you can commit it to attack again. I didn't really use this too often, and I didn't really have the Beast Tyrant for very long when I used him. When he became available, it was kind of, and I probably said this before, but he kind of came in, I unlocked him, retired a character, came into the mercenary band on my board game, and he had a very easy personal quest, so I pretty much retired him within like 5 or 6 scenarios, and then I never saw him again. And I played a little bit here and there, but I haven't really used them too much in the digital version, so yeah. So I know that that's there, and I now, like, thank you for bringing this up. I'm going to use it. It's very hard for me to skip out on using this disarm. So Isaac did a really good job about pairing these two, because I feel like this one is powerful enough that I want to continue to use it, whereas this one is a great thing to use. He doesn't really need to use a lot of his top actions anyway. He doesn't really need to use his bottom actions either. So he could, I guess, just stay here and command his bear all the way through. And he could be the one that at the end, where is it? Disorienting roar, swap positions of any 2 characters. He could be that character. And he just swaps with somebody that's way back here. Now, the major problem is I don't want to rely on that too much, because if I do, and then this goes away for some reason or another, now I'm screwed, right? So anyway, I like the idea of this. He could just stay back here, send his bear to do the dirty work. We do have that new X card that I brought in here, redistribute all damage taken by you and all summoned allies, however you like. So he could continue to heal himself back here and heal the summoned allies by, removing all of his health, giving it to the summoned allies, and then he can just heal himself later, right? He has this minor healing potion for this reason. So, yeah. Anyway, 47, that's what he's going to do. We'll see about who's going to send who I'm going to send this way. But I'm definitely going to send the Quartermaster with Hastened Step. He's going really late, so we have, I don't know, an idea. I guess I just wanted him to go after the bear so we could see if the bear can open the door. I think we should be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be able to open it. I don't know, though. I don't know. So anyway, Hasten Step, move 5, Scroll of Recall. We're going to use this to gain Hasten Step right back. Scroll of Recall will bring the minor stamina potion back to us, and I'm going to break Hasten Step and minor stamina potion. I'm going to try and break this game. I don't know if it's going to work very well because it's only a minor stamina potion. If it was a major stamina potion bringing in 2 cards, then or recovering 2 discarded cards, then that might be easier to break it. But I'm just gonna test this out. I'd like to use Hasten Step as much as possible for this movement, the upper or bottom. So we'll see about trying to break it this time. Summoner, we're just going to take the obvious, my first choice card, anything that just goes as late as possible. It's not very helpful for now, so we'll just use it. And then we're going to throw down our 2 Shadow Wolves and try and go really early next round so that they can make those attacks, and I hope kill them immediately. Let's see what they're doing. We'll pop the bear down there. Welcome in. So, okay, they're going to move 3. Well, they're going early, so they're not going to move at all. They're going to attack her twice with an attack of 2. That's not going to mean sure. It's going to hurt her a little bit, but it's not going to be so bad that she can't recover. Great. I'll take it. Yeah, that didn't work out, which is fine. That's okay. All right. Can we open this door? Yeah, I didn't think so. It's a summon, so we won't be able to open doors. And that, I mean, that totally makes sense. I get it. So what we're going to do is just move it away. And I hope that it's going to actually let's even move it over here. That way it's even further. I guess it's probably the same distance, but this way 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 4 away, so maybe something will be 3 away this way. We'll see how that works out. So skip the rest of that movement. Then we're going to use this to make sure that this one doesn't attack next round. Quartermaster. So you are going to run up. Let's open that door here. I suppose wind demons explain the odd smell. Really? I didn't know there was a smell. There must be a demon altar nearby. Destroy it and we'll likely find what the summoner sensed on our way out. Okay. What are they doing? They're doing a melee attack. 1, 2, 3. So this one can reach us, but if we stay right where we are, I guess 2, 3. Yeah, this one is always going to reach us anyway. 1, 2, 3. So if we move here, we're going to attack all. We're going to be attacked by all of them. So we will not do that. We'll skip that movement. We'll use the minor stamina potion to regain Hasten Step. Then we're going to use Scroll of Recall to gain our potion right back. So you can see how people consider him to be broken, but you definitely don't want a minor stamina potion to be taking advantage of Scroll of Recall. If you get the one that gives you 2, is there one that gives you 3, or is that only... Was that one the one that was fixed? Like the major stamina potion used to give you 3 and now it gives you 2. There wasn't one that gave you 4 and now gives you 3, right? I don't remember actually. But anyway, you can see that if you are pulling... I think this was probably fixed for this reason. It used to be 2 for the minor and 3 for the major. That's all gone, so forget that. Never use that. I thought it was too good before, so now it's better. Just get 1 card. This is perfect. Anyway, yeah, I'll stop with that. Why? What? Why are they only moving 2? It says move 3. That one moved 3. Alright, I don't know. Wasn't that one right here, or maybe it was back further and I just didn't realize? I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. Alright, let's plop these 2 down here. And now, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So the bear is going to be running into here instead of going this way. 2, 3, 4. Great, great. And we'll use this to continue moving that way. And I'm interested in bringing this in, but just not yet. Nothing else looks good, so we'll end that turn. Round 2. Scary looking place here, but I'm loving the graphics. I love this game. I do. Alright, we are starting off with the Summoner. Earth and Steed for the movement, tear the fabric, because we want to get right up to here, kill these 2 quickly, so we can just continue on. Then we'll only have 1 to deal with, and we can kind of let the bear deal with it in a way. We'll see how that works. And then Quartermaster at 19. Iron Bulwark. Oh, right. Well, these 2 will be attacking over here, so we don't really have to worry about those either. And then they have, I'd say, pretty good movement of 3, so they'll be helpful at some point later on if they don't die back here. But Quartermaster going at 19. We're going to run up with Cleaving Axe and Iron Bulwark to attack for 3. He should be able to stand here or here, but we do have these things, these hazardous terrains in the way. We're gonna want to walk around these. So what we're gonna do is probably go this way so that the bear feels more comfortable moving this way, even though it's not going to get too far. But this will, if we can go early enough, muddle. If not, it will muddle it for the next round. And let's see here. Beast Tyrant with 20. I was just thinking, if I switched this elite with one of these normals, but they're in a straight line, so I wouldn't be able to kill all 3 of them. If this one had been in this formation, you know, then we could switch them, and then she could kill all 3. But anyway, Patch Fur to shield 1. I'm hoping that 20 is fast enough to go before all of the enemies. That way we can get shield 1 for all of the summoned allies. And Relentless Ally, we might as well just get him moving if we can. So we'll do that. And we are fast enough, that's great. We don't have to worry about them consuming air or fire. Although fire is coming back in. Let's hope that they die before they get that chance. Alright. We don't have to worry about using our Boots of Speed. I was thinking, you know, I think I saw them having an initiative of 3 once. 13 will put her before them. It does tie at 3 with a minus 10 initiative. But if we tie, we go first. So we don't need to worry about that. That's great. Great, 1 down. And wound, and +1, and now both of those are dead as well. That's awesome. We are going to jump straight up into here. Skip the rest of that movement, and then we're going to kill these adjacent enemies. Normal enemies, that is, that are 5 or less hit points. There we go. Summoner has killed 4 in 1 go. Now we could even bring in the Mountain Hammer now. I don't see that as a good thing necessarily, because it could just kill it, so we're just going to let that go. And I kind of forgot, since she's standing here, maybe it would have been better to put her here. I don't know. So I think it doesn't really matter if the bear goes this way or this way. So I'm 1, 2, 3. It's gonna stand here anyway. But I could go here. My problem is that it would have to then, the bear would have to go around the trap. So I'm gonna go this way. That way the bear will maybe go, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it, at all? I could stun it, but I'm not too worried about it. Well, we've dealt 1 damage, and it's muddled, so it will attack him with disadvantage. Although that doesn't really matter now that I think about it because of the... Oh, okay, so it didn't really go that way. It still wants to go this way because this is blocked. Got it. So we'll take that move 5. I'd really like to pick up some loot. And we do have these boots of sprinting too. And this is completely useless now. Should I go over here and try and pick up some loot? I don't think he has any cards that allow him to loot, so I think I'm gonna... Oop. It's not a lot, is it? No. Okay. What we're gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4. We could take 1 damage and go all the way up here. And I'm kind of okay with that, actually. Let's just do it. No. Let's not. Let's go here. The bear will go 1, 2, 3, because I think the ghost, the wind demon is going to move to here to make that attack. Let's just jump right up to there. We don't want to use... Oh, okay. I see, I see. So we just want to... We'll just go here. Confirm. And this doesn't really matter, but we'll use it anyway. Ah, right, because he's muddled, he won't move at all. Okay. I didn't realize it was an attack target 2. That times 2 is good timing for an attack of 1, I guess. Alright. Well, yeah, round 3. Let's see how we can do this round. First up is the Beast Tyrant with 14 using Maul, which is going to be an attack of 5, and Borrow Essence. That's not what I chose. Venomous Ally for the attack 2 at range 4 poison. So attack 4, or attack with Venomous Ally first, poison, and then Maul for an attack of 5. Plus 1 is 6. So all we need to do is pull a 0 or better. And we're looking kind of good for that because we've already pulled a couple -1s apparently. So if that is not going to kill it, then the Quartermaster is not going to do very much. We're going to heal 4, and then we have this hasten step to, you know, continue moving back. And then the Summoner is going to heal for 3 and a move with jump. So I'm hoping that we can take this out with the bear. Oh god, okay. It's not going to go invisible, which is good, but it is going to attack, which is fine. It's fine. And it keeps attacking with... Oh, because it wasn't going to move. I see. Okay. Well, there you go. You just got that right back again. Let's make this attack. I would have liked to see a +1 there, or anything, but that's fine. Let's confirm with our command Maul. There we go. We've taken it out again. Quartermaster's turn. Let's see. She's also going to heal. Oh, that's right. We're not even going to be moving this round. That's too bad. Well, anyway, let's move through here and then continue on. It's okay. I know that this stuff is going to be happening with our summons, but yeah, it is what it is. So we're going to just heal ourselves for 4. She's going to be able to heal herself for 3 anyway. Now, do we want to take... I think I'm going to skip on taking another card right now. Heal you up. And I'm basically just leaving all this money behind. But honestly, when it's 2 gold, it's really not... Okay, this is 8 gold total, but it's really not that, like, super helpful anyway. So we're just gonna let it go. Round 4. And first up is the Quartermaster at 17 with Crushing Hammer. We can move 2 and shield, and he can just stand right here with that shield and potentially have a ranged attack. That does give him kind of these really 2 bad cards. I mean, not bad cards, but late cards for next round. So we're going to have to figure out how that's going to impact him in this next room. Then there is the Beast Tyrant, who's going to kind of move. He's going to move 1, 2. Ah, man, he still won't be able to move. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 with Forceful Swipe. And this is just to kind of give him something. I have to pick another card, so that's it. All right. Then going very late, and I'm hoping, you know, since we're opening the door, that these guys will start. My doggos back here will be running up to catch up a little bit. But go late with Wild Animation for either the top or bottom action, and Living Rock or Living Mountain for either the top or bottom action. We'll see where the enemies end up. Yeah, we don't care about that. Let's open up this door first. There's no altar. Focus on finding an exit. We'll come back with a plan. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I mean, I'm cool with trying to find an altar too, but... So we have this room, and we're finally... we're seeing one of these nasty... Okay. This altarless rift must be that plane disturbance thingy. Yeah, great. Make sure you escape with all my expensive gear... I mean... lives. Thanks. Watch your back. The demons will follow you out. Yeah, I mean, we could try to kill them, but, well, anyway, let's see what they're doing. All adjacent enemies suffer 2. Well, there's no fire, there's no wind. So move 3 and then attack 3, and they are going to be wounding. Or, sorry, not attack 3. Attack 0, range 3, target 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So he will be getting hit, but just by this one. What's the... Shield, move 2, we don't have to worry about the Wind Demon. So we'll confirm that action to help out a little bit with a shield. Maybe we won't get anything out of this, but we're going to skip the attack, of course. I could use the minor stamina potion knowing that I'll be able to get it back. And I could take something like... I don't know what's happening, but I think my keyboard has had better days now, so I apologize for this. 1. Alright. Nope, still doing it. Anyway, I have an idea. I think I'll bring it back to do that. Let's do that now. Instead of just doing this. Here we go. I guess I can look at his cards here. Man, I forgot. I Iron Bulwark would allow him to shield himself just standing here. I think I like this idea, so we'll bring Iron Bulwark back. I don't know what that was supposed to do. Oh, shield, I see. We do want to just push our bear up a little bit more, so keep going. And yeah, just skip the action. Skip, skip, skip. Right, so no damage, but a wound that we'll have to take care of soon. Here comes our pups. And do I want to bring in, like, do I want to move 5 and then I can drop the Rock Colossus in? That's probably going to be tanking all of these hits while we try to catch up, and then it's going to die. Or do I move 2 and then drop the Thorn Shooter in? I kind of like that idea more. So I'm going to do this. And we're going to drop you right there. Come on. There you go. And this way it can start attacking immediately. Now it's not going to do too much yet, but poison and then attacking for 3. So it will help out in the long run here. I could use the Lucky Eye to give these 2 and ourself, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Okay, well, round 5, we have enough cards. I'm just going to do this real quick. Iron Bulwark to go fast, and one adjacent ally may refresh all of their spent items. We haven't really used any of those. Well, I'll use that one. No, I'll use this one so that I have movement. I know I can keep movement, and if I lose this card, so be it. Maybe I will choose that one on purpose. We're going to take a long rest back here. And you go early so that we can send the bear. And I guess the bear is what's going to be taking the damage anyway. So do we want to go probably do something like that, right? Actually, you know what? 17 and then 19, and 19 will have Iron Bulwark so that when the bear moves up, it will actually have some shield on it. Disorienting Roar will help. And we don't have to worry about the bottom action on any of these yet. Alright, let's see what they do. Really early, weak attacks, but they are bringing in, they're infusing fire. Then the Wind Demon is going late relative to us and going to start pulling us, and I'm kind of okay with that. Don't worry about that. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's really cool that we could increase our initiative by 10 even though we're resting. So we could, ideally, like theoretically, we could go earlier, if somebody was going like 97, 98, something like that. We could go a little bit earlier to time it a little bit better, and that's pretty cool, actually. I like the sound of that. I'm gonna use these boots, of course. Let's go. We are gonna have to walk around. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, or go that way, sure. I don't want to really step on anything, so let's just... Yep. And we'll even do this so that for the next round, this one is stuck there, and it's going to be attacking with Muddle. So that's cool. It's just one, but it's better than nothing. And we gained some experience out of that. Yeah, received the damage. We're just going to... Yeah, we'll still stick with this idea. What it's going to do is pull this one up to here. Spent or consumed item. It doesn't actually let me see if things have been consumed. So, well, anyway, let's... Or what we could do is move up to here, knowing that we'll be pulled up, and then he'll be stuck. He'll be here, but that's not a bad thing. It's kind of a free move one from the Wind Demon, but I'd rather give it to the Beast Tyrant. Or to the bear. What should we name the bear? Should we name the bear at all? I realized I never named the bear. I've always, you name the characters, never named the bear. There we go. No damage for the bear. That's good. Yes, keep on coming. It's going to take some time. Maybe they won't be useful again, but... Right, so we will take a long rest. You don't want to use any of this. Which card do we want to bring in? Or do we want to lose? Right. We could stand to lose this one, so I'll do that. We'll burn Unwavering Hand. Okay. I think long rest for him, that will get rid of the wound and heal up the 2 damage that he'll inevitably have because of the wound on his turn. That will also bring back his studded leather. Then we want to... Let's see how far they have to move here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's going to take a long... 1, 2, 3. So they're fine for now. Nobody's really in the way. So let's go... I'm thinking of bringing in the Rock Colossus and using Mighty Bond to jump in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then drop the Rock Colossus into here or here, something like that. And yeah, I think that will work. We'll go late, of course. And then you, oh man. I kind of want to just let you long rest as well, but that means everyone is going to be attacking you. And there's fire and air, so that could be pretty disgusting attacks there. So I think I'm going to have to short rest with you, unfortunately. Oh no. We need to keep that card. Because we want to be able to use that as like a desperate last action to get into this space. And we can go with something like Maul. And I'm thinking now Concentrated Rage. That way, as we are as we're taking our time to kind of catch up, our top actions really aren't that helpful on some of these cards. Although that would be really good. You know what? Let's go with Disorienting Roar so that they stay where they are and attack at disadvantage. And then we'll use Concentrated Rage so that we can stop using our top actions, and it will just start attacking with +3. Now I'm realizing that if we don't use a top action, then we don't get that +3, or then we get the +3. So we can't use Forceful Swipe to get +3 on all of these attacks. So that was an error that I said before. All right. End selection. Okay, so they're not actually using them. That's great. But this one is going to pull them in, and then these going to be attacked for 2, attacked for 2. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's how it's going to happen. Do we want to go 78? No, we do not. Well, there's that. So let's use this. Confirm action. And then confirm action. So now they're all stuck where they are. And which isn't necessarily a good thing because they're not going to move anyway, but they will be all attacking with Muddle, so that's great. And let's use Concentrated Rage. This is for you, viewer. I think it was Artsakmus. Could be wrong. But that's for you, so we will be testing this out. This means if I skip the top and or bottom action, you may forego the top action of your turn to add +3 to all of your bear's attacks this round. Before your bear acts, you may forego the bottom action of your turn to add +3 to all your bear's moves this round. So if I just sit here and don't do anything, the bear's going to move. What is it? Move 6, attack 5. That's pretty huge. Pretty huge for a summon, that is. Obviously, it's not necessarily the best, but it's something good to use on a round-to-round basis. There we go. So it's paying off already. Nice. Great. That worked out pretty well. Fun coming, guys. Fantastic. We've taken one out with the help of our Thorn Shooter. That's awesome. I think I'm still going to do this. Yep. Let's confirm the movement. Actually, right now is a really good time to... I want to see what this looks like. Rock Colossus. Still pretty elemental, pretty pretty frightening thing there. Let's definitely bring in our warrior spirit right there. And we're going to use the Lucky Eye to help everybody out for the next round. We'll go really early as well. Do we want to take Mighty Bond back? I think we do, don't we? Let's do it. That way we can have one of the summoned allies move and attack again, but we can control them. And we'll have 4 cards for this round. That'll be helpful. Yep, let's heal. That will also gain our studded leather back. And we want to keep Scroll of Recall. This one might be the one that I get rid of, but now it's looking like a good thing because we could give our summoner, we could give her one of her weapons back, basically. It's any, not her weapon, what is it? What's it called? Well, it is a weapon, but she can't use it as a weapon. It's the one that summoned this in. You know, sometimes, there it is, Mountain Hammer. Would be able to give something like that back to her, or even the Lucky Eye. So I want to keep that. Yeah, I do want to keep that. Leaving Axe could be something we get rid of, even though it's a move 4. But we do have Hastened Step still. You know what? Crippling Blow, or Bow. That's what's gone. It is a range attack, but it's not very helpful. So, gone. Alright. Round 7. Look at all these summons. This is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, because the bear counts. 5, 6. So we have 9 characters on the board against their 2 for now. Alright. We definitely want to be going early with you. And maybe now we take Earth and Steed. I don't think that it's all that necessary, honestly, at this moment, so we don't really need to. But let's do Mighty Bond to have somebody attack a second time, and Earth and Steed to just jump over to make it over here. All right, round 11 is going to start off with the Summoner. And I just kind of realized something here, that I can do the switch now. Now, I guess I'll get to that. So, Summoner going at 13 with Earth and Steed to move, and Unwavering Hand to heal. We need to get that bear healed up a little bit. Beast Tyrant. Forceful Swing, we're going to just skip. But Disorienting Roar, we're going to switch it now. And let's see who we're going to switch, because he might actually, this Wind Demon might die now. But what we could do, actually, and I didn't, of course, now's like a good time to do it, because the door's right there and we can run in. But we also have enemies that are going to take forever to be helpful. Or, not enemies, sorry. Summons. I keep calling them enemies. Summons that aren't really going to be helpful, so let's make them helpful. What we're going to do is I'm going to switch the Beast Tyrant and one of these enemies. Maybe here, maybe this. I don't really know. We'll see what's alive. And what we'll do is bring the enemy back here so that they have something to do, and we'll have one less enemy to worry about. Of course, I could have done that right here, but I kind of need to get him moving anyway, and I might as well just use it now and make these guys useful. So let's do that. And then we have Quartermasters taking a long rest, so none of them will be attacking him. They'll be attacking the bear or somebody else. But I'd really like to see the Shadow Wolf and or the bear take out this enemy, this elite Wind Demon, and then we can switch one of these two with the Beast Tyrant. And they're going invisible. It's not too bad, and I'm wondering maybe I'll be able to switch with them anyway, but I'm not sure. We'll see. This is kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. I think I'm going to just go ahead and... yeah, I'm going to use these Because if I don't, then the bear might be dying. I don't think so. I think the bear will be fine, but let's use it anyway. Okay, awesome. Well, we've taken care of one. That's awesome. That's fantastic. The dog's now kind of stuck in a weird position now. And unfortunately, everything's moving this way, so alright. It'll still be fine. Let's have you move. Let's pick up this gold. And then we're gonna heal up the bear. We could probably heal the bear up anyway. Yeah, alright. At least now this wind demon... Okay, so it is attacking. And it's not moving. So that's something. We don't have to worry about the heal. It did go invisible. So this means this is going to attack back there. So that's cool. We are going to do this. Of course. So we can switch ourselves. And we cannot target... Well, okay. I don't know if this is still a bug, but I know that before you couldn't target obstacles. I don't know if maybe you can't target this, but it doesn't say swap the positions of two characters you can target. So I don't know if that's working. I don't know. I don't know if that's working the way it should, but we're fine. We're gonna switch these two. Yeah. I'm still fine with switching them. I never really thought about, can you swap the positions of two characters that are invisible? I wouldn't have thought about that. I don't know how often that comes up, so. Yeah, that's too bad. But at least we don't have to worry about it. It's back there. Even if it kills everything, we still don't have to worry about it. So it's something. You get to heal. I'd like to keep some early cards. The movement is nice. I'd really like to keep that one, and I'm done with this card. It's all done. I don't have to use it anymore, so. Round 12. And first up is the Quartermaster at 23 with Sharpening Kit to heal somebody, probably himself, and Hastening Step to get moving. Beast Tyrant with Patch Fur to heal or skip the top. Relentless Ally to skip the top, definitely, or move 5. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet. I do want to get this door open, but since we're going really late here... Sorry, I'm jumping around here. I'm going really late here because I want this to become visible. I don't want all of the summons to all now turn around and start attacking this. These two, sure. These two, please, no. I don't want that to happen. So we're going to go really late to make sure that this Wind Demon comes back to being visible. Then we can make some attacks on him, sure. And then we'll deal with maybe Patch Fur or move closer to the door, or perhaps open the door, depending on what the attack is. And then the Summoner with Living Mountain, we can move up and even pick up some gold. We can finally use that loot. And Tear the Fabric just as a card to use. Oh, it's going really early. It's not going to be consuming anything, so it's not to infuse. Then it's going to shield one more. Yuck. Move and attack one. It's not much, but it is going to become visible. That's great. Jeez. Alright. I'm fine with that. Let's heal him up. And we will continue to the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 1, 2. Oh no, I can't go through that. Right. Let's jump to the door. And all we have to do is stand here. If we become exhausted, it does not matter. We can die here, which counts as being exhausted, and it does not matter. So I'm not going to use this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though it could put us there, but there's almost certainly going to be some traps or obstacles, something right here. So I'm gonna wait. Oh, thank you for moving closer. We are going to skip the top action. Awesome. That's fantastic. And yeah, let's... Actually, no. Instead of... Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought for some reason it was command the bear to move. In that case, I'd be putting it here, and that would be great. But instead, what I'm going to do is just heal up the bear. He's standing right here, so the beast tyrant is standing right here, so we have enough movement. We don't need this now. I was considering to move out there, but meh, it's not that. Oh, here's an interesting question, actually. Let's say that what just happened, all right? The flame demon... Oh, I guess never mind. That answers my question. If the flame demon infuses fire, then we open the door, and something back there with an earlier initiative can consume the fire, like a different enemy, then they would actually be able to do it, even though it was like a later infusing of fire. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. Okay. So we have the flame demon. He infuses fire at 67. Let's say that there's an enemy in here that went before 67, but we didn't see out here, or there is an enemy here, there was no fire to infuse or to consume, and then we open the door, and now the enemy has an initiative before 67. Let's say it's 23. So we open the door. Now there's an enemy that can use the fire that was infused later in the round, even though they have an earlier initiative. I don't think that ever happened once in one of my in any of my scenarios previously on here or on the board game, but that could be pretty crazy. Anyway, it's not going to happen here because if one's consuming, the other's going to be consuming. If one's infusing, the others are going to be infusing. So we don't have to worry about it. Anyway. Whew. Oh, come on. Almost. Nah. Where are all of those blessings? We haven't used any of them. Of course. Alright, well, we're going to move up to here. Confirmed, pick up 2 gold. Now we have 8 gold. Yippee. But we can use this when we run into this room. Basically, let's try and round up the normals, run right in between them, and try and kill all of them again. So, round 13. These two are fighting off a flame demon back here. We have one wind demon here that we should be able to take care of. And then we need to open the door, and 1, 2, 3 of us need to get to this exit. Let's see if we can do it. Probably not this round, but maybe next round. And first up is the Beast Tyrant with 14 Maul and Howling Bolts. He'll be able to attack here for 3 anyway, right? No, it's an attack of 2. So let's hope that it kills. If it doesn't, then we have Maul for a backup, and then we can move him 5. Or if he does kill him outright, we can move him for 5 and then potentially have an attack of 5 later. We'll see how that works. We're going to go with the Quartermaster. I'm going to go with 19 on that. Oh, that's right. We can't open the door. Okay, 47. So 19 so that we can open the door with 4 movement. And actually, I'm going to use this because this is a later card, and I don't want to be going too late. I guess we do have this, so we'll be able to use it. But let's use this in anyway. And then potentially muddling one of these enemies in here with an attack of 3. Which will do basically nothing. Unless it's a normal wind demon. And a long rest for the summoner. That might be a problem back here. It doesn't look like, nope, shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Good. Okay, so let's move on in here. Oh, there's no traps at all. That's awesome. And there's just 3 normals. And then this really annoying guy here. So what I'm going to do is... It's pretty weak attacks. Let's just move all the way into here. I'm not even going to attack because I'm going to be taking more damage, probably from... you know what? I think I'm understanding now why the enemies didn't move away, because if they did move away, it wouldn't change the fact that they're muddled. They're attacking at disadvantage. Right. I've seen this before, and I forget about it from time to time. But we're just going to skip our attack here. Just stand here to keep a pathway open so that we can continue on without dealing with too many traps. Come on, wake up. Great, I'll take it. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, we're going to be seeing all 3 of them attacking him. Okay, I'll take it. Ouch. Yeah, I'm going to be burning a card. Oh, man. Do I want to burn a card? No. No, I do not. This is really annoying that it's standing there now. Oh! We won't be able to make it into here, so I might as well just give him the major attack. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not enough to get him in to make another attack. Yeah, so we might as well just skip the top action altogether. That will straight up kill it for the most part. And now let's move the bear into here so that it soaks up some more damage. Undo. Let's put it here so that we can take that inner route. Yikes, this isn't good. We really need him to move in, but... Alright, end turn. Good, I'm glad that it walked that way. Okay, it's dead anyway. Good. Now you guys can figure out how to get back here. I don't know why it jumps way up there. That center, there's something very wrong with the centering. The automatic center. I would rather it just go away completely. If there was an option to shut off automatic centering, that would be awesome. Just allow me to control the screen, you know. Or don't have it slingshot, like the rubber band effect. Just like have it move to here and then stay to where it is. You know, the slingshot rubber band effect does not work. We want that. We want this probably. This would be nice because then we could have it. Wow, there it is. She doesn't have boots though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we can have it go there, that would be great. And I guess that one... No, I think that one's a good one to just bring in again. So I guess this. I'm not too excited about it because the healing would be really nice, but... Okay, round 14. This is what I'm talking about. This is bad. I'm considering just to take a short rest now so that we can take like this one just to go early. So I'm gonna do that. I have to burn it. That's bad. That's really bad. So we really need to just move in here before they attack. So how are we going to do that? Well, we need to get up into their face like right now. And we need to be pulling times twos, that's for sure. We're going to take a short rest. We're going to redraw. Yeah, that's a much better one to drop. I need to be going early, and I also need to be running. Okay, that's not good. Well, okay, actually, it's not bad either, because what it's going to do is move. I guess it's going to move there, isn't it? That's not very necessary. It's not attacking, so that's something, but it is just going to create a trap, which is kind of annoying. And you need to jump all the way over to here. And unfortunately, it's going to take some time. So I might even just skip the action again and have her do something else. So we're going to skip it. In this case, I'm not going to, because it's going to come up to here and attack 2. So it could attack +1 and then attack for 5. So we're going to skip it this time. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's now do another attack. There. Now it's dead. I think it worked out better that way. Because if we pulled that -1 for the attack of 5, it would have been a 4, and it had 2, so it wouldn't have killed it. And we'll do this to get all the way into here. Undo. Let's get rid of this. I need to see where. Okay, it's these 4 tiles. I guess it's standing in front of that door. That makes more sense. So we'll get all the way into here. Look at that little guy running. Good work, buddy. So we don't have to worry about you anymore. I'm gonna have you run around to this side, and you're gonna be much happier now that you're on that space. Skip that movement, and we're gonna use this to attack. Guess it doesn't matter too much. We'll attack you though. What a jerk. We are going to use this since we only have 3 cards left. Let's go with 19 to go early. So it doesn't matter if he dies here. Okay, well, you can continue doing that. Because he's reached the exit, so he's good. We can just, we'll just still burn, sure, why not? This way he can still just stay here. He will eventually exhaust. So let's do this, and sure, that. Oops. We want as much movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can tear the fabric to kill, even if it's just one, it's something. Then patch for howling bolts. Let's go. We do get to go earlier, that's great. And they're still pretty weak attacks. This is not, I don't want to be seeing this. Please do not pull me, particularly over that trap. That's not going to do anything. Oh man. Yeah, let's do this. And I'm just going to use this to attack here. Dude! He has pulled every single minus that he has. Absolutely useless for this entire yeah, just useless. He's been useless. We're gonna skip the top action. And I'm gonna have him move, confirm. I want to have him move right here. We can save the bear too, that's cool, but I know it's not really what I'm doing, but I'm gonna put him here just so that he's a different target. And he's also going to have a shield for standing there too, which is pretty cool. Oh my god. I mean, thank you for not dealing the damage, but now he's been pulled off of the exit. The one guy that could die outside. So we have to pull you right back again. Well, luckily we have this. I guess we're not going to be going too far, are we? I could just get rid of this trap so that, I don't know, there's something. I feel like if I do this, it's not going to be too helpful. Going there isn't really like to kill this one, but nah, you know what? Let's just go here. Skip the rest of that movement and kill it. There. one less enemy to think about. Round 16. Short rest. It does not matter. We want a hastened step, and it does not matter. Oof. This is really, really bad. Really bad here. We can stand one more attack, but if he gets pulled out again, so that means I really need to put him here. So if he gets pulled just one, then he'll end there. Short rest. We're going to go with Maul and Howling Bolts again. And you, short rest. Earthen Steed and... yeah. We'll be able to plant it right here. We're already going earlier, so it does not matter. Actually, 23, yeah, that's the problem. I was just thinking if I could go just after him, then we could have him move back, stand here with her, and then drop the summon there. That's not going to be the case. But I think it's going to be fine. They're not pulling, so that's something. Continue. Shadow Wolf. Slowly. I think what I'm going to do here is have her stand here. Undo. Yep. Stand there. Skip the rest and then summon the Rock Colossus again right there. That way we have a target for the, at least for the Flame Demon. And I mean, we're not going to do... No, I'm going to skip both of these things. I'll show you why. Oh. Okay. That's not what I wanted you to do. I was thinking you'd go here, and I would have been much happier with that, but actually, you're in a better position because now I can hide behind it. Okay. Well, let's skip that attack. And then we're just going to have you confirm this, but I'm going to just move you for nothing, like Burk, Burk. Okay, undo. Confirm. Confirm. I don't know why I had to do it that way, but skip. Now you got the XP. And undo. Let me... I don't think it's going to help, but we can attack. Okay, we can attack a couple times here. I'm going to skip the movement and attack again. Nope, you did not redeem yourself. And we're going to move... She's in an exit tile, right? Back there. I think so. I think we're all in exit tiles. We're all good. Good, yeah. Attack that guy. And attack her, too. She's going to be the tank for now, I guess. Wow. Victory! Crisp evening air prickles your skin as you stumble out of the trapdoor, panting for your lives. Thanks, Summoner. The Summoner manages to spawn one last bolt of energy down the doorway before she seals it. Though exhausted, her face is full of disgust as she looks at you. What did we do? We were there to help her, and it's all of our faults? I don't get it. Ice theirs, right? They think they're all high and mighty. So enemies killed. The summoner, yeah, she carried us. Not a lot of damage dealt because they don't have a lot of hit points to begin with. Summoner also took most of the damage, but that's basically her summons took the damage. Man, yeah. I mean, once again, the Quartermaster just sat there. He barely did anything. He took some damage. Damage done 2. Now I understand why she stared at you in disgust. Great, well, we have perk point for the Summoner, 4 XP for everybody. Summoner wanted more time in there, but she reckons she saw enough to know how to disconnect the realms now. She used my personal spell books to work it out. Summoner says it cites another spellbook we'll need. A tome lost to an abandoned library outside Mudview. Great place. Sounds like a perfect business opportunity. I might even tag along. You know, I feel like I don't like the merchant. He's just there to make money off of us. We get paid so that we can buy the gear that we won from the scenario from him. Got it. Okay. Well, we have almost leveled up with everybody again, so we're not too far away from Quartermaster and Beast Tyrant. I wanted to pop over into the trainer here because we have 2 new mercenaries added to the list. Let's see if I can find them. There's one. The crime is life, the sentence is death. Inflict poison 50 times, and then we get the Cthulhu character. Very fun character. And enemies take 50 damage from traps. Oh man, that would have been so fun. If they weren't flying, of course, that would have been pretty great. We could have figured out a way to push them into traps or something. This is going to be a pretty tough one. And I'm very, very excited to bring this Angry Face, I think is what it's called, into the team. I might not even wait for people to say bring them in, but it's going to take some time to bring them in, obviously. We're going to need some pushes or pulls and a lot of traps. We have to find a way to work this one into our turns, versus the poison, you know, is just something that's going to happen fairly regularly, depending on who we bring in. So I could even work on this like over the weekend, even though it's Tuesday. But I can work on this over the weekend, so we might be able to see them come in a little bit faster. I'd like to bring in a couple more level 1s anyway, so that could be pretty helpful. Well, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You can let me know by leaving a like or leaving a comment in the comments section. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.